Andrew, and our senior project was on dogs that are used other than just a household pet, so service dogs, canine dogs, and the name of it is Dogs with Jobs. And this is we made a film pretty much and showed it to kids at an elementary school, sort of like a documentary, and we cut out some of it because it's too long to show, and this is part of it.
I'm Suzanne Ramos, and I'm a volunteer puppy raiser for Leader Dogs for the Blind in Rochester. And I'm raising my fifth puppy, a black Labrador female named Emma, who will be going back to Leader Dogs this Sunday. The things that I do with Emma are expose her to new environments and teach her basic manners and try to get her everywhere that a blind or visually impaired person might want to go. One of the tasks that we teach the puppies is to go to their go-to place, and in this case we're going to use a mat that she learns to go to. This is real helpful if we're at a restaurant like this, or if we're at the movies and there's lots of popcorn on the floor. Okay, Emma. Understand why you're looking at me? Good, Emma. Go to your mat. And lie down. Okay, we teach them that there's this position called heel, and that no matter where you go, you can come back to that position. Emma, the heel. So you might go from the side, backwards, heel, or forwards, and let's sit. Then we want her to sit over there in that heel position, so that if the blind person starts to walk forward, that the dog isn't in their way. So to help you, you want to take your father.
This is Kenan Ufo. He's an explosive dog for the Tribal Police Department. He has 15 different orders at his mouth. Today we have 2 of those orders out. Shot. One of them is 2 sticks of dynamite, so a pound of dynamite, and the other one is a pound and a quarter of C4 block. We're going to go through here, and his indication for when he finds the bomb is he sits, and he goes to his stay and he'll receive his ball. The ball is his reward, and that's how we train him to do everything. So it's what he works for, and you'll be able to tell when he gets it in his very hand. This is a pound and a quarter of C4. I'm putting it in this drawer right under the projection. And then I have 2 sticks of dynamite right here. I'm putting them back behind.
Okay, I'm getting up here.
I'm putting them in the desk, or this drawer right here. Start smelling. Present certain things, certain areas. Okay. Just good boy. That's a good boy. There you go. He's big with that. And that's how you see how he sat on it and make a little stay and then receive his ball. And we like to do it from source, so I sit on that. I get the ball. Okay. Zeus down. Wait. Oh.
Okay, so that was parts of the documentary that we made to show to the elementary school. Our big question is, do young children know that dogs are used more than a house pet and what some other uses of them are? So just like service dogs, canine dogs that help out, the blind
that we set out to address was that people don't really realize how much dogs help out in the workforce, and they can almost do just as much as a person would do, like in the police. We like learned so much about them that police risk their lives, and sometimes the dogs save their lives. Like if they didn't have the dogs, they wouldn't be able to work as effectively.
There was also a story about one of the service dog trainers told us that there was a blind lady and she was at an elevator and she was pressing the button to go up and the doors were open and the dog, she was telling it to go forward but it wouldn't, and then some lady came over and grabbed her because the doors were open but there was no elevator there. So the dog pretty much saved her life.
This is a picture of service dog.
So importance is to show how the dogs, how they are with their trainers and how they like
Relationship.
yeah, the relationship with their owner and how they really care for them and everything. To learn about what trainer dogs or the trainers have to teach the dogs that, like for a canine dog, the black one in the video, he had 15 senses they had to smell, which are all different explosives. And then another one had 5 different smells for drugs. And to just take all this stuff that we learn and share it with the elementary school and other people.
And from our annotated bibliography, important moments, we learned basically that dogs in the workplace, there's a huge demand for them, and it's been growing and will continue to grow. And that people do need dogs to live life, people with disabilities do need dogs to live life normally. We learned, because some of the dog trainers that we talked to, both their dogs have gone to Spain, and they actually have met those people and communicated with them and say their life hasn't been as good as it is with the dogs. They're like, before they had the dogs, it was a lot worse, and the dogs really helped them out. We also learned that good questions are not answered with yes or no. That was important because we surveyed the kids, and we didn't want them just to blow through the questions real quickly.
So our focus points are things that we decided to put in the video that the kids were gonna see. That, like Andrew said, with the people that got the dogs in Spain, they sent emails back saying that they couldn't do certain stuff, and now that they have the dog, they're able to live life a little more normal than what they were. And we wanted to make sure that when we were showing the video to elementary school, they weren't just sitting there messing around, and they actually like focused on it and cared about what we were showing them and learned something from it.
To answer the question, so what? We thought it was just pretty important to know that dogs are pretty much becoming colleagues to people. They really need them to work effectively, and also disabled people rely on service dogs just to make their life feel normal and so that they can do everyday activities without the help of others. And that dogs are changing lives, and sometimes younger children don't really seem to notice it. That's why we chose to show it to them.
So when we first scheduled to show to the school, we picked K through 2nd. We felt like that they weren't going to really pay attention, and what they were seeing and shown in the video, they weren't really going to take into consideration and like realize it. So we decided to change it to 3rd through 5th graders because they're a little older and they will understand what we're showing them. So, and older kids, I'm pretty sure that a lot of older kids know that there's service dogs and canine dogs, but they might not know what the uses of them are.
Right here, the picture of us and 4 volunteer dog trainers that we've interviewed, and they're one of the girls' kids. August 5 if you count the guy. And this is the elementary kids watching our video. You can see it playing in the background as they eat their lunch. And this is us with the K9 unit. Everything's be like this.
So, in conclusion, doing this project, we learned just as much as the kids that we're showing them to. We knew that there was service dogs and canine dogs, but we didn't know that what service dogs needed to be taught. We didn't know that canine dogs, some have to smell certain senses, and that they stay with their police officer, they stay with them 24/7, and that for service dogs, it takes a little over a year just to train one of them, and we get them at 7 weeks old. It was also cool going to the school. A lot of the kids, after the video, they came up to us and told us that it was really awesome. And filling out the survey was pretty cool to see what they wrote about and what they learned. And a lot of them really liked the drug dog. We also, after this whole thing, we also learned that a canine dog or service dog can build a relationship with their owner just as much as a person can build a relationship with another person. So that's pretty neat.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you.